What's cooking, Juventus fans? Welcome back to your old lady's favorite YouTube channel. Now, the season's already begun while the Mercado's still going strong, but players are already dropping like flies. We need solutions, and we need them now. Stick with us. We'll fill you in. Ciao ragazzi, welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone. My name is Justin Sofro, and today it is Friday, August 19th, 2022, and of course I got your latest rundown of all things Juventus, all the news you care about each and every day. Before we do anything, do me a huge favor, guys, and I gotta call you out a little bit. At least while I was filming this video, you guys may have gone out and changed it now that I've made the comment. But as of filming this video, last video I said it was the news, unfortunately, the depressing news about Rabiot and that he's coming back and he's probably not going anywhere else because Manchester United, he completely torpedoed that deal. I don't care what you want to say about it. Rabiot thinks he's Paulo Dybala over here, and he totally Paulo Dybala his deal, is what I mean. Anyway, I told you guys 100 likes. 100 likes would get you Rabiot out of here. As of checking this video, 99 likes. 99 likes on the last video. And of course, to me, nothing more perfect of an analogy than that. Almost there. Right there, but not in it. Guys, do me a favor. Hit me with the like button right now. Get me to 100 likes in this video at least. Really appreciate it. And if you get to 100 likes, we will get Memphis Depay by the end of this weekend, okay? Let's do that now. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, stay notified for all of our latest videos. Now let's just jump into it. What news do we have here? And unfortunately, this is breaking news coming out right now as I'm recording this, and that is about Leonardo Bonucci. Romeo Gressi is reporting that Bonucci is at a high risk for the match against Sampdoria. Flexor strain suffered against Sassuolo, which is honestly just the least surprising thing that's ever happened to a Juventus player, right? At this point, everybody's injured, everybody's falling apart, the entire team can't keep up. We've done videos and I've done rants on J Medical, what's going on there. It doesn't make sense. I don't have the energy for it today. To be honest, I feel like that needs to be its own separate video where I really just focus in on J Medical and maybe just crapping on J Medical, because obviously it's not good enough. Whatever's going on there is not good enough. They are not keeping players healthy, or just every single player Juve gets happens to be injured. To me, the data seems to outweigh the possibility that it's just unluckiness when it comes to Juventus, right? They're just unlucky with all these players. Bonucci is getting up in his age. He's getting old. He doesn't have Chiellini to hide him anymore. We'll see what happens. Is he available for the Sassuolo match? For the Sampdoria match, we will see, but something to keep an eye on, as Juventus could be without, once again, another center back. And one thing we knew going into the season, Juve had 4 center backs. Last year, during the Mercado, you lost Matthias de Ligt and you lost Giorgio Chiellini, 2 big pieces. Now another one's gone. We're going to have to put our hopes into Gleason Bremer. And I'm hoping that the second guy up, and there was, if you watched the live video yesterday, one of the commentary on that, one of the questions that was posited there was, when does Gatti overtake Rugani in the starting order? I think now's your time, my guy. Because I'll be honest, I'm not a buy-in guy right away, and I know he's Italian, and you guys are going to say that I'm Italian chilling. I've been cautious on this one. But every time I see Gatti play, he's a baller. He's an absolute baller. He could be the next really good defender. Maybe a Barzagli type, I guess, since he took his jersey, right? Anyway, we'll see what happens there. We'll see. Just keep an eye on it. I think Gatti, if you're asking me, and I know Max Allegri may not want to go with the system, he'll want to do Rugani alongside him. No, sir. I want Gleason Bremer and I want Gatti out there at the same time. To me, I think they are the best option you have. I do understand, though, if you're going against Sampdoria's side, that is not nearly one of the leaders of the pack in the city. So maybe he'll feel comfortable throwing Rugani out there. We'll see. And Rugani is, of course, his son. We'll keep you updated on that. Other injury news that we have for you before we get into the other news is that of Paul Pogba. Tutto Sports is kind of confirming what we already know. Paul Pogba is ready to move into phase 2 of his rehabilitation. The hope is to be ready on September 11th for the game against Salernitana. I talked about this the other day. Nothing really new besides that he's moving into phase 2. We'll see. Of course, like I said, I'm always a little bit trepidatious about returning on a September 11th. That's it's not a great day. So anyway, we'll see what happens there moving forward and how Pogba does once he returns. Okay, let's continue on. Now let's get into the Mercado news. If we're Juventus fans, I think as a whole, there probably shouldn't be a lot more surprises when it comes to Mercado. You kind of know what to expect of who they're going to go after. Will they be able to do it now? Because a lot of fluctuation in the market, thanks to Adrian Rabiot bleeping things up, thanks to Artur not finding a landing spot yet. What will happen there? Well, let's talk about Leandro Paredes. Paredes, is he going to come to Juventus? Well, Tuttosport's reporting that Juventus has reiterated to Paredes that they still want to sign him. The plan does not change. Cherubini is counting on making room for the midfielder, at least through Artur's loan move. So they're fairly confident still that Artur's going to be moved somewhere. That there's going to be just a landing spot out there for him. I have heard no movement on this front. I've seen no activity, and maybe they just want to move in silence. That's fine. Tried to move to Gattuso, was Valencia over there, didn't work out. Now what are you going to do? Let's keep an eye on that. Let's keep a watchful eye. Artur has already given up his jersey, his number 5, to Locatelli, surrendered that. So we'll see. Maybe he wants to go to France if he's really good at surrendering things. I don't know. I don't know where else he could possibly go. We'll see. Keep an eye where Arthur's going to go. But as it stands right now, call me a negative Nancy, but I am a little bit doubtful right now to see if Artur will actually be leaving. Though we do know the midfield needs to be cleared up. It's a pretty packed midfield. Unfortunately, packed with less talent than it is just warm bodies. All right, let's continue on. The main story of the day, things most people care about when it comes to this Mercado. Will it get done? Won't it get done? Well, let's go ahead and talk about it. And that is, of course, talking about Memphis Depay, the situation going on with him. And first off, we opened up this with some news from, I'm trying to be nice here, but a guy that I've lost a lot of respect of when it comes to reporting on Juventus news, if I'm just being honest. Last year, Gianluca Di Marzio was the guy. Literally, we scheduled our time frame around him doing his show because we thought he was the guy when it came to Juventus news. He was pretty in the know. Now it seems like he's less in the know than anybody. Gianluca Di Marzio is reporting at the moment there is no agreement between Memphis Depay and Barcelona and between Depay and Juventus. However, Allegri is pushing for the deal. First off, there's so many other reports out there saying that there is a deal with Juventus and Depay. I have a hard time believing him. He's the only guy out there saying that there is no deal between Juventus and Depay. I don't think so. I think we've seen numbers floated out there, $5 million a season, something like that. So I don't know if I believe that. The second part of this is even more nonsense that makes me want to rage quit in the whole thing. Gianluca Di Marzio, and I can't even, it hurts to get this out here. You've seen my videos before. Anytime this name pops up, I almost hurl. So I'm going to try to get through this. No promises. I couldn't even say Juventus. I started saying Juventus are also looking at Depay alternatives and have offered Marseille a loan deal for okay. I'm going to get through this. I'm going to do this. Okay, I'm good. They want to offer a loan deal for Milic. Marseille is not convinced by it. The club, however, is convinced they will get Depay deal over the line. Then why would they offer? I mean, I understand why they offer for backup, but like that, I do not believe this. The Milic news has been nonsense. It's just that go-to, hook it up to Juve. Oh, Juve, they don't have, they're going after a striker. Oh, it's a little bit murky. Let's throw that Milic news out there. Let's just toss it out there. Let's see if we get any bites. And this is what they're doing. No part of me believes in hell that Milic is a serious contender for Juventus, is a serious candidate. If that's the case, then you severely missed out on this Mercado. Honestly, if that were to happen, I need to sit down and have a real conversation with you people about this Mercado, about the Juventus Mercado as a whole. I'm sorry for clearing in the mic. That's completely unprofessional. I apologize. But when it comes to Milic, and not just Milic, but the entire Mercado as a whole, you guys, you bums out there are crushing me for wanting Nicolo Zaniolo, and he's been healthy. I know it's one game. He's been healthy, but I'm going to be a terrorist. I'm going to be vicious with you people if Nicolo Zaniolo makes it through majority of the season not injured. And then we have over here our two most important signings in this Mercado for free. We didn't spend much money at all. We didn't spend a dime on to get them. We just signed their, obviously their wages. Di Maria, Paul Pogba, fantastic players, but it doesn't mean bleep if they aren't playing the games. And if Di Maria is going to be out for a while, and Paul Pogba, we'll see how his recovery really does. If he's back September 11th, okay, cool. How long will he be back for? Or will he go back on the injured roster once again? Outside of that, you're just telling me we got Bremer, okay? Bremer, fine. Bremer's a great player. Yeah, you're just replacing Matthias Lick, somebody of equal or more value. I don't know. It just depends. It depends. It's early to say equal value, lesser value, more value, whatever. We'll see. Giorgio Chiellini's gone. Gotti's fine so far, but I got to see what he is. Anyway, this Mercado right now, if on paper, looks great. But when you actually think of it realistically, guys who are injured, guys who aren't actually playing for Juventus, it ain't that good. It is not that good of a Mercado, and that's something we need to talk about. We'll talk about it in the future. I'll hold this take for now. There is more to go into this, but that's just where I'm going to leave it. If for some reason, like a deal like the Depay deal fell apart, and you got a guy like Milic, the hot takes are coming. I'm just get prepared. All right, let's continue on. Doodle Sport talking about Depay, saying that Depay hopes to fly to Turin between this weekend and early next week. His lawyer continues negotiating with Barcelona to ensure his client is paid his money. Juve on their side remain very optimistic, so just like cheerleader rah-rah, it's going to happen kind of stuff. And then finally, the last part is just kind of a little bit more of an in-depth look at some of the moves that are going on, hopefully, potentially behind the scenes, to try to make this deal happen, because then the Sport is saying that Barcelona has asked Juventus for a €2 million discount on bonuses linked to Miralem Pjanic. The request is being considered at the Con Nasa, but it's still too early to say whether it will be accepted or not. Cherubini wants to find an agreement with the player's entourage. In the last few hours, a new proposal has arrived, a 2-year deal at €7 million, no longer the €6 million initially asked for. The cost of the operation continued to rise, and the management does not want to make hasty steps, but they will try to please Max Allegri's demands. I'm guessing this is going on with the Depay part. I think the second part is maybe that's how much Depay is getting offered. I would imagine it would be like 5 plus some bonuses to get to 6 or 7. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on that. I'm less concerned with that than I am with the other parts of this. Mainly, what is this, sentence number 2-ish? The part where it says it's still too early to say whether it'll be accepted or not. Too early to who? Who is this too early for? Too early for the fans? Too early for the management? For the people counting money but aren't looking at the actual games? Because if you're watching the match, you're seeing guys fall left and right. Like I said, Di Maria's out of here. We don't have Chiesa. You're going to put Kostic in the Di Maria position. How long will Kostic be healthy? I know he's got a good track record, but just like the Family Guy episode about having volcano insurance, don't you think we're due? Don't you think we're due? We'll see if Kostic can manage to stay healthy in a Juventus environment, in a J Medical-led environment. We will see. Vlahovic, who knows, too. Vlahovic is built like a brick bleep house, but can he keep it up as well? Next thing you know, you're going to have Moise Kean out there. Just Moise Kean by himself. He's going to be the striker. But he's in great physical condition, guys. He's in great physical condition. I don't know. I just think right now, it is not a time to be not hasty. I think it's time to be hasty. It's time to speed this thing up. If it's €2 million, and that's really what, if we're parsing €2 million on a Pjanic deal, like, this is more important. Winning the Scudetto, getting points, not falling behind early, not putting Juventus, the players, the fans, everybody in the same position they've been for the last 2 seasons. Time to do things right. Time to go out there and win. Time to bring in Memphis Depay. Get it done as soon as possible. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Am I being a little too hasty? Am I being a little bit too negative? Let me know in the comment section below. You can talk about all the issues I talked about, all the rants I went on today. I appreciate that. Definitely hit us with that like button. Smash that subscribe button. Hit that bell icon to stay notified for all of our latest videos. You can follow me at Justin Sofro on Twitter. And of course, you can follow Bianconeri Zone at Bianconeri Zone, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys next time. Forza Juve, Forza Bianconeri. Say hello to your old lady for me.